Aideron Robotics.
Well, hi, this is Billy Daniels from Aideron Robotics with a short video explaining a couple of things you can do in preparation before you actually join the corp. So you've got your application in, you're awaiting your interview, or receiving your actual invite to join the corp. There are two things we want to look after in that time: is your stuff and your safety. So first of all, your stuff. What are you going to need to bring with you to Fleet? I mean, the answer to that question is basically nothing. You don't actually need to bring anything with you. We have an amazing infrastructure, both with our in-house corp freight service and also with corp contracts, where you can buy most of our doctrine fit ships on corp contracts in Fleet. It's fantastic, very easy. If you're a newer player, probably not much of an issue. You maybe don't have much scattered around. Older players, you might have some stuff that you're very sentimentally attached to, or you definitely want to bring. So we will do for you one free jump freighter load from a couple of central locations. So by that I'm talking about packaged stuff up to about 340,000 cubic meters. We'll do you one of those for free if you can get all of your stuff together in one of the few places I'm about to mention. Other than that, I would just say fire sale and just sell off what you can, because really you can come to Fleet with nothing but your capsule, and within a very short space of time you can be stocked up, ready to go, or you can get things brought in quickly and easily from Jita. Let me talk to you about a couple of those locations that we will collect stuff from. Now, I did mention that we had an amazing in-house jump freighter service. When you're accepted into Corp, you'll have access to the back end or the members only area in our website, which has a lot more details. But just for the moment, if you've got stuff you want brought in, get it to one of these locations. So Dixie, Amar, Shamaru, or Jita, we will give you one free jump freighter load of stuff to get you into Fleet and get you started if you've got stuff. You don't need to bring anything in, but if you can get it to one of these locations, once you're in Corp, you'll have access to our freight service. We can bring that in. All right, here's some information about some systems if I was to take a journey from Fleet to Jita. Some important information here. Let's say you're currently sitting in Jita, good security status. So I'm not talking about pilots that have negative sec status that already have implications with being in high sec. But let's say you've got a good positive or neutral, zero security status. You're sitting in Jita, you accept your invitation to Aideron Robotics, and you've got a problem now because you are sitting inside of Caldari State space, and you are a Galente militia pilot. So that has two implications. First of all, no longer can you just safely exit into that high sec space as you might be used to. Two possible things. There may be other faction warfare, Caldari faction warfare pilots who can target and kill you in that space without repercussions. Secondly, you're an enemy of Caldari State, so the Caldari Navy NPC will also seek you down if you are inside Caldari State space. Now you'll see here on this journey from Fleet to Jita, at some point from Jolivier to Yashunan, we move from Galente space to Caldari. I might do that in a moment just to show you what happens. So I guess the main point is, while you're waiting for your application or waiting for your interview, or before you accept your invitation, locate yourself in Galente space. I would suggest somewhere in the Essence region, and I might show you on a map shortly some good locations for that. Somewhere like Dodixie would be fine, Charmaru, so that once you accept the invitation to Corp and you're enlisted, you can safely traverse through to Fleet. Let's have a look what happens when we do make that jump. All right, here's an alt of mine called 100 Frigates. She's currently sitting in Jolivier, which is Galente space. Let's make the jump into Yashunan. As I pointed out previously, that is Caldari held space. All high sec, okay, but because I'm a member of Faction Warfare Militia for Galente, I cannot safely enter that space without risk of attack. So let's warp into Yashunan. As soon as we jump in, I don't have any prop mods on this little frigate here, so I'm going to warp straight off to somewhere else, then come back to the gate, because I may not have time to get back to the gate before I get blapped. Let's see how we go. Now I am actually going to make sure on my overview settings that the NPCs are showing. Let's go with Faction Navy NPC is showing. Excellent. Right, you'll see up here you've entered Caldari space. Since you have proven to be an enemy to our people, you will be terminated. I'm going to just warp off to another gate for a moment.
Warp drive active.
So already I've got the message, the threat saying, hey, you're not welcome here. And you'll see already the Caldari Navy fleet, the Admiral, they've sent a captain, 3rd rank, Vice Admiral have come to deal with me. Now, even if I tried to burn back to that gate without a prop mod, I probably wouldn't have made it, hence the warp. Now I'm going to warp back. In fact, I might wait here a moment, and you'll see that they'll follow me around the system. They're intent on dealing with me as a menace, so they will track me down. I should have turned the camera wobble off. Sorry about that if you're getting seasick. And that was a big jump as well. So, let's just wait for a moment. I'm going to align back to the Jolivier gate. Align to, because I'm pretty certain within a few seconds, here we go. The Navy have tracked me down. If I wait a moment, you'll see they'll lock me up and will be intent on trying to destroy me. There you go. Thank you, Captain 3rd rank. Let's head back and let's jump back into safety in Galente space. So you can see that even though it's high sec and this alt has 0 sec status, no problems there, but simply because I'm militia, I'm the enemy. So we need to get you set up, get your stuff into one of those locations ready to move into fleet if you want to bring anything, and get yourself positioned somewhere in Essence space. Let's say Dodixie, Chamaru would be fine, because you can travel completely through Galente space there on your way to fleet. So looking forward to flying with you, and any questions, jump on the Aideron Robotics public channel in-game. Someone will sort you out. Cheers.